Okay, this video is about how to convert between meters and nanometers and vice versa. So let's say that you're given a question where they ask you to convert 3 times 10 to the negative 7th meters to nanometers. Okay, so 1, you can just memorize how to do it, or 2, you can use something called dimensional analysis to help you figure it out. I'm going to start with dimensional analysis, and then I'm going to tell you the process that you can memorize instead if you don't like that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to write down the number that they gave you, that wavelength, in meters, and put it over 1. Okay? Then you're going to multiply this by another fraction. Okay? This fraction that you're writing right here is called a conversion factor. It's just like saying that converting inches to feet. Okay? So we know that we're trying to get rid of meters, so the meters are going to go on the bottom. And we're trying to get to nanometers, so nanometers are going to go on the top. On your formula sheet, you will notice that 1 nanometer is equal to 1 times 10 to the negative 9th meters. So literally all I'm going to do is plug in 1 nanometer where nanometers go, and 1 times 10 to the negative 9th where meters go. So the way that I solve this, I know that my meters are going to cancel out, and I'm going to be left with nanometers, which is exactly what I want. I'm going to multiply 3 times 10 to the negative 7th times 1. Oops. That was really weird. Okay, and then I'm going to divide by this number that's on the bottom right here. Okay? And when I do that in my calculator, I get 300 nanometers. Okay, so if you don't want to follow that pattern, what you need to memorize is that to get from meters to nanometers, you divide by 10 to the negative 9th. Okay? Now, what if they ask you, hey, go the opposite way? Let's say I have 765 nanometers, and I want to get to meters. Again, you can follow that dimensional analysis route, so 765 nanometers over 1. And then you're going to put in that conversion factor, again, from your formula sheet. So 1 nanometer for every 1 times 10 to the negative 9th meters. The nanometers cancel out, we're left with meters. And now, since 765 and 1 times 10 to the negative 9th are on the same level, I'm just going to multiply them across. And when I plug that into my calculator, if I'm using my calculator correctly, I should get 7.65 times 10 to the negative 7th meters. Okay, if you really don't like this kind of style, what you can do to remember how to get to meters is to multiply by 10 to the negative 9th to get to meters.